the house building, and somebody said, in China, I showed here on this one thing, and when you go home and come back tomorrow, honest. You're not going home, Neither of us doesn't. But it was kind of, he wants to be the foreman, and this gal that was just, she didn't say anything, she was just so quiet, she wanted to be the foreman. Is that right? So we go in there, and I'm going, yeah, okay, I said, okay, here's the four things we're talking about. Before we talk about this, is there anybody here that thinks the guy is not guilty? It was pretty obvious he was guilty, but so everybody goes, yeah. You should have 1 minute. So then we went on to more next. Yeah. All right. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. They can't stop winning and even give it up. He said play ball. Patients have been doing terrible. The Colts did terrible.
Minutes of the previous meeting.
The regular monthly board meeting was called to order at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025, with a pledge to the flag. Council member present were Tony Morris, Kevin Furrier, and Gil Atwood, as well as attorney Tim Lannon, Chief Craig Jackson, and Water Commissioner Neil McKee. The meeting was set to stream online. The approved minutes and the agenda are posted on our webpage. You can be viewed at www.canadaelections.org. The minutes of the last meeting were read. Kathy Carrier made a motion to accept the minutes, and Gil Atwood seconded all approved. There is no fireworks report. Craig Jackson reported that for the police, they have had a total of 5,329 calls for the year. There were several arrests that consisted of drug possession, firearm possession, driving offenses, and warrants. The department has an upcoming night shoot training, and Craig's ILEA training has changed to January 5th, 2025, and it's a 10.5 week this weekend. Craig has the department covered in his absence. The department was honored to assist Delaware County in the funeral for fallen officer Blake Reynolds. Craig Jackson and Rex Harold were given special assignments while David Kenneth assisted in the services. Neil reported that there are no issues with the water at the moment. The hydrant flushing will be in the spring. Neil has not received an update on the water quality reports as of yet. He will follow up again. Gail reported there are no issues with the parks and streets. The Community Pride Committee has started decorating the park for the Christmas season. Amish Children's has paid $195 this past month, bringing the current balance to $8,307. The CCMG-4 update for the month is the application has been accepted and approved. The City of Alexander has presented to council a fire department contract for the year 2026 and 2027. The monthly cost will be $975 to be paid each month to the town of Alexandria. At the end of this term, we will visit the contract again. Tony Morris made a motion to accept the contract. Gil Atwood seconded all approved. The 2026 salary ordinance is presented with a 2% increase. Tony Morris made a motion to accept the ordinance with the change to our town attorney's representation in court from $85 to $100. Kathy Curran seconded on the first and second reading, all approved. Resolution 1325 through 1825 are appropriation transfers. Tony made a motion to accept the resolution. Kathy seconded, all approved. Resolution 1925 allowing EFT was presented to the council. Tony Morris made a motion to accept, and Kathy Curran seconded, all approved. At the end of the year meeting is scheduled for 12/31/25 at 10 a.m. to wrap up any loose ends for the year. Other business. Tim is still working on the extraterritorial petition to present to the IURC. He has contacted some attorneys in the surrounding communities. Tim is working on a street cut ordinance that may be presented in December. town fund plans 11-1 through 11-21, and water and wastewater plans 11-1 through 11-20 were presented to the council. Tony Morris made a motion to approve the claim, have occurred at 7 with all approved. Tony Morris made a motion to adjourn at 7:38, have occurred at 7 with all approved. The next regularly scheduled meeting will be held on December 23rd, 2025 at 7 p.m. That's the week next to the. And that's something I took that.
That's it.
That's it.
Completed. All in favor, say aye. All right, reports, no prior report, although in our contact with is we'll have any representative who will anticipate. Police report,
The total number of calls is 5,667. Number of calls for the past 30 days, 341. Seen a slow month for us. Now, we've been focused on, it's been on next year. We've only had 4 arrests this month. I had 3 arrests. We had 1 guy resist us. Fire, we had 1 fire calling down. It was a line down. They thought it was power out there, so we tried to cable. We had 7 medical calls. It's a little high for the 1 month. So
I got one repeat,
and back here.
yeah, for
The training and night shoot went very well. I wish I missed it before, but I'm not gonna lie, it was probably some best from the night. I'm happy that, you know, the PD goes with that. Updates real quick, I still leave on 1-5. My role will be, you know, mostly command, but I'm gone, but I will still be with stuff or checking everything. You just ensure no one messes up and stuff like that. The sheriff department is aware that I'm leaving and they are willing to do assist if needed, especially if it's kind of correctly not available or the out front, they will fill in. Miss Shannon Stevens is returning to full duty and on her conditions to come back as an FTA refresher and a 1-year duration term for the first year. That situation has been resolved. It's going to be discussed fully. Yesterday I did have to suspend a officer. He'll wrote notice. Can't comment on the suspension yet. Maybe it'll be an investigation. But I will inform you guys at the appropriate time. Just let everyone know, let the town know, let the town know that I'm adding more policies to the SOP book. And once that is completed, I'm going to get talk to the town, Ms. Kathy, and the town attorney, so we can reviewing and potential future operating under. The Christmas petition will occur this Sunday on 28th at 4 p.m. I'll leave a few little black sticky officers and them doing more than just their work.
Are we invited?
Yes, you get involved. And then we'll notice,
I already put the break.
fair enough. I wrote everyone a letter to, would be simple thank you. You get not said, an actual thank you as often as you should use. So I do want to say thank you for everything you do. I did get, you mentioned one thing in my report, we just finalized our gun case, PD had. We resulted in 30 arrests, 5 guns removed, some serious guns. We had a Draco, AK, something already a lot of distance from them. All because a gun was found and we found. It was roughly 4 months investigation. Sheriff Department, State Police, ATF, APD, were all involved with assisting me. We are done with it as a town, but our evidence is being used for our department and their jurisdiction. So, like it's done yet.
Good. You did good work.
I want to say something, you appreciate us, but we appreciate everything you have done at that.
It's, the last time I got a letter in the town board, it wasn't from the police department, it wasn't something else. Right. I think it's a two-way street, you look through very well.
Yeah.
And one of the important things for me, like the councilman, was, the police presence in the town needs not to be negative. And I think you go along the line of talking to people and showing, I always used to say our town's not negative. When bad things can happen in negative, but we need to approach from the common sense. So that's so this third time I've been there. I hope you got that. Appreciate it. Water and wastewater. Doing still okay?
Yeah.
What's the law?
No operating, no use.
I almost called you the other night, and you said,
I know, well, that's one of, you know, one of the times when I knew, we may have that problem.
what you said, and come on right
Yeah.
there.
You gotta remember, we changed everything, so I shouldn't have done it. No, I think that was wrong, cold weather, so.
I think they probably use like 800 gallons of water or something.
Yeah,
That's just kind of.
that's pretty typical, you know, that's, we get more usage in the winter time, where most communities, there's a lot of water in the grass and stuff like that in summertime.
I think I did it in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I didn't, I can tell, yeah.
When there's a,
And, you know, I think if people use some common sense, they, you know, have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
it was probably the,
Update on the water quality, I did get that submitted fine. There was some confusion on what was supposed to be done. But we did get it posted in on the, internet as well. And then I had to end up having to redo the original, but we didn't have to send it out to everybody individually, put it on the website and then post it after it. And if the right people.
It's, along with that, it's pretty good merit of the question that, we should pass through, what is that? That it starts with, you don't even learn the department.
Yeah.
And, what's like that? Parks and Street.
well, as you know, we've had a lot of snow and a lot of frost. And, I see you out plowing, which I appreciate, and you even come down from our side of the road, that brick building just blocks the road, no sense to it. And you walked out and saw them, but I appreciate that. And, I think Jacob did a wonderful job as well, as far as the time and stuff, and coming down one, how did you actually went out? And then a half hour later, it was just building back up and doing it again, so I think they pretty much took care of that. The wind kind of damaged the park over here, they got decorated, so I think we kind of blew everything over, but, they kind of stood things back up. So I think for the most part, with the high winds and the weather we've had, it's been getting good.
With the old business, how much better up there? We got 260 bucks for it. Still over 3,000.
You see the river, that?
That's good, I don't know why we keep paying. That's pretty something, and doing stop, but,
They're not going to install
Look for a shop thing, too. How many years ago did that start? That's what's it about? No.
No. Yeah, I don't think, it wasn't too much.
I got the file, I got file C against them, but I would say it was like maybe 22.
Yeah.
It just took longer for them to go in there for payment.
Yeah, and I did a good phone judgment against them.
Yeah.
Actually, across the street, I remember, Craig, they were trying to perform for, the town watch, I went over to Munster.
Daryl, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the bowling alley. didn't
Yeah, nothing had a goal down, but we could,
Yeah.
make it massive. And, so they did that.
Yeah, and that's what took the water to
Right, we were lucky because it cost too much for charges and so this is not be part of it. Criminal probation is having the.
We have, our final reading for the salary ordinance, 3-25. We have passed it on, 2 readings, and I make the motion that we pass and final reading. Ordinance 3-25, and ordinance establishing salary, duties, and compensation for the officers and employees of the county of West Virginia for the year 2023.
Thank you.
You need something? You second?
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye. No one can get that. 23.
Yeah, here, you just think, yeah, you can set it up and stuff.
before us an ordinance for providing for the regulation of tree cuts in the town of Ruston.
This is before that's 25.
Mhm.
This ordinance before that's 25, we've been talking about this for a while. And this is a ordinance that really for enforcement within any type of, digging, cutting, excavating, streets or alleys or any other public way within the town of Ruston. A blindfold permit, the permitting process has that out in the ordinance. Provision that we go through the clerk treasurer, I think Kathy's already developed the application.
Mhm.
And by the way, this ordinance, I believe, is based on the Syracuse, or the town of Syracuse.
Yeah,
the permit said
yeah.
that. So, did you know, Kathy, where did that come from?
My clerk treasurer,
Oh, that's right.
treasurer group.
Association.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pattern on the town of Syracuse ordinance in that regard, so that it has this provision, the four-person measure, in fact, the keep, other property on public, property, nevertheless, is they charge for a permit to the treasurer. There is a permit fee, $50. There is a provision in the ordinance that if the court treasurer feels it is necessary, she can also require an additional deposit of $500. She can waive that too. You probably haven't been in those cases if somebody would be ready. That's good. There's a provision in the ordinance that they have to post safety barriers and also, warning signs throughout the time if they're getting excavated. And will restore the excavation to the way it was before, once the pad is finished, over there. There's a requirement too that they post a maintenance fee for a period of 1 year, that would be decided, as determined by the town. So that would be, I imagine, should help me know this, without that would be based probably on exactly how much work they're going to be doing, with multiple tabs or the size of the tab or whatever. Or street versus something else with the building and that kind of thing. So, I was good, that's probably in in case there's any problem with that, they occurring that wasn't actually done right or whether you stored correctly, right. Other than that, there's some legalese in here. It says that they will, be responsible for any damages to the third party, or third party's property, due to their negligence, the town owns, for that's not in that. There's a provision for a fine, of up to not over $100, which can be assessed for each day that someone makes an excavation without going through the bridge cost.
And do you just, I don't know how to still have this exact location, right, for you to do, repiping?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, hearing all that, then we have, again, we discussed it for like last 2 meetings. I make the motion on first reading and we pass ordinance 4/825, an ordinance providing for the regulation of food theft in the town of Lewiston. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys, maybe wanted to, looking into how to do this, salary, and get rid of the.
No, I don't.
No.
So
Maybe I do. Maybe I
let me
do.
look through, that.
Go ahead.
Yep, I got it.
Close it out, close it out.
Okay.
I'd like to, make a motion to suspend the rules.
Oh, energy sector.
Let's do a second reading on ordinance 4/825, and ordinance providing for the regulation of food theft in the town of Lewiston.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, now I'd like to suspend the rules and refer to the final reading. For ordinance 4/25, and ordinance providing for the regulation of food theft in the town of Lewiston.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye. Ordinance is for that vote.
Yeah.
No, I don't, what they're
You see the difference, this is one for that, I was mentioning too.
That's 4-21.
Okay, and what was the salary?
3 years.
3, okay.
Then I cannot remember what you needed before, but that's just good for your information.
I'm just telling you that.
Okay.
The last meeting, I think she was trying to contact with both.
Right, and I
Unanimous.
yeah, I had contacted the attorney for the town of Molestus, the attorney for the city of Elwood, and also the attorney for this new, district that's being formed. And I, something follow up in the last year, something like that, I did not hear back. City attorney for Elwood, killed them, so I'm still trying to send the spot for me. The attorney for the town of Franklin told me that he didn't contact me. He said he did not have an opportunity to this year. So I've got my application ready to go to the IRC. I'm thinking if I don't hear from them the next 2 days, I'm going to file.
I'm gonna file a petition in 30 days if you don't.
Yes. They have the IURC, have power to that charge for them, and it's a little bit of a technological. I'll call for that, and everything.
You have to have one community administration. That's a long process.
Yes, it is. I deal with everything, but. Everything is. Yeah, this one. That's it.
I've had to step up the center. I don't have some of that and step up the center. And then back to.
But they're checking.
We need a copy of that, Kevin.
Yeah.
New business. Frontier and the fiber optics, and I'm looking around and thinking about the Frontier, well, my guess.
Good evening. Thank you for the invitation to be shot this tonight. My name is Mike O'Donoghue. Living in Fort Wayne. I'm the vice president for the 23rd in Ohio. Believe it or not, when I first started in '87 in Richmond, Indiana, as a supervisor for GTD, 2 years at the end of there, I transferred over to this area. So I used to have, I was a supervisor and technically to make something that back in '81, we sick, I was tested and, be another path.
Yeah, I read, some of them, they live.
Oh, yeah, we got four there.
There's Ledford next door to it.
Okay. Okay. So, yes, I used to come up to frequent this area, so I don't think I can get anything happening. I live step by step off the street 19. So some of those cables that were there, when I was here, and actually long before I was here, are still the cables that we have out of cables. Even with the data speakers type thing. Nobody really cares about the voice of a lot. And then my mother-in-law, not yet, so I have the voice in. So we still do maintain the copper line. Most of the cables are the big cables out there that people want to do that they actually do speed that they can connect to that kind of thing. And because it's so we're upgrading those for that cable, out of cable speed volume. And we're doing this across all of our changes in the we're late to the beginning, now with Frontier, they want you back actually I don't feel that the population being operation in the West, being happy this way. Because after they came out of bankruptcy, had a lot of money, and started actually getting private work. And we know that there's other players that come in communities and leaders into the communities. There are products we believe is good and much cheaper, and they're really converted. And they're really top, double to get. Very fast, so when I was with Verizon, I actually moved in Texas, at work, and that's where Verizon runs first probably Queensland. I lived at the, and started with Verizon nationally at a private enterprise. I've been around for a long time. The difference is that was the end this is what we did. Videos and then pull up the country that had because we have the garden down in top three, but this would be this, the company, and then draft up the big spot. And the first subscriber $5 a month. The big boys can play with them. I mean, we now have a partnership with YouTube TV. And so you have a fast data connection, you can choose what you want. You can do that. I mean, I have YouTube TV around after 30 years now. I have a Comcast connection for the phone, I can get it just right in the website. Whatever I want. So that's the beauty of having that food. So you can, give a video and those product. You can do it all the product. In this area, it's actually when I look at them children at the end, it's mostly here, which is beautiful. And I do appreciate the fact that that governments. And I think maybe one of the things that improved about the years before the first thing was positive. That's not, I mean, you want to know the rules, and you know that you know what the expectations are, our construction records, and possibly that, so not paying, and just literally, you want to yesterday, we done, and he thought was here, unfortunately, typically things would be like that. He makes sure that his crews follow the letter. Spirit, and we'll make sure get the connected to he's got very good, every party, engineering, vendor with that fish, really seems which can do things. But, they'll detail those trucks and, I'll make sure that they're packed to meet the areas. Will that be online for them to find, or how can they fetch?
I think it's all written online. I can look at it.
Okay, yeah, you want to give me a copy, I'll give it to you. I'll give it, which,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, both ways.
Yes. Well, this one can provide some time.
Yeah. Okay, so after I publish it, can you email it to you?
Sure.
Okay. That's really good.
It's another. The key, the one, that, we, again, the beauty is, for the most part, the area is, and it's already going to so it's very easy for us to go in, and we're not for the championship, that's a beautiful film, because, we go with that type people, so we follow it, that's what I would do, area, the affidavit, it was very easy to do, in the so we may have a few, we've got for, not here, see, really, like to start with the, and then, in the history of the next community. And probably, we only have a 300 customer location. We're going to the town, we really going to trade that stuff with our community, instead of the businesses and different places that we go and and the artists in there in South Side, part in the photos, the reach, you don't cost well. You got to be part of it. These screen players with the shit, really love it. Thank you. And our central office for us is like, all the other fine poor building from the so typically we'll come up with a key to the table, set a hub, and sort of do an process. The distribution fiber up to it and wherever the full length out, and then fiber drop into the house. That's fiber all the way to the side of the house. And currently they're showing 200 megs. So 2 years ago when I started this, it was really good. And it's 5 million, 7 million. And it was like talk like that. You, as fast as you can pulse it all you can do like the community. That copper has capacity so you it was about the late life to people. Right now, I think they're up in 500 meg, and there's really talking about the 29. That that's pretty cheap compared to we do make the living business with the government. Like the really have that. The good was, I mean, generally, in position, the person usually we don't have five close to the path, each other, and like they're frankly now it's already here, you only have to go a couple hundred feet, it's much cheaper, more effective for them to know that they want to, use it. Very thought unless you have fire with it, they'll I ran operations for the West. I didn't get much sleep because there was always weather somewhere outdoor, but not good. Worked throughout Carolyn's process. There was always some hurricanes in that area. We were talking about that. So what
Is this cable lines up above or will they be down below?
Well, most of it's going to be up. So where our copper cables are today, they're already on the floor. What we do is we call it over. So we just simply spin out of it, goes up to the back.
Okay.
They don't have to be strung and it does fix a lot of the issues in the field set. It's hanging down, the more buildings, and the fix building. Reducing those food.
Do you know at this time, where you are going to underground where that last year?
Yeah,
Let's
show you that it will be on purpose.
And I've seen the print, and I need to have that see print.
Quarry or,
Yeah. So, and I'm good with them. Good. They got a few notes. I've been talking to Todd and.
Top King? Yeah. Not really good. So this is kind of not all the orange is the repair. So the tuck is the oil. Very good stuff right there. Not a whole lot of it. Most of it's very.
so whoever with your company will work with Neil, make sure you guys are all other spot, and that's $12 that stops it.
Yeah.
So,
we call them locates and,
right,
just stay there and. Okay.
Yeah, and you can, just- I mean, the good thing about, this building, some of this, I mean, and so they'll be now, they got resources, that go up, you go up, the building time. And then, if you're tied up this particular day, that you're at the time frame, you come back, and maybe you have to get something that done. So, yeah, having a bill right next to you, the property. There's less flexibility, you flexibility. Yeah, time is late for it, he will provide you and maybe whatever you have to contact with us. For any issue you have. One of the things, again, that we're doing, we are trying to redevelop relationship communities that we kind of like, meet us. So, you'll have a kind of that us to, the community solution, they would, like, you'll have somebody.
Well, I contacted Todd a couple of weeks ago, I hope it get past nine, I think I'll tell him, he said, do you have the notes from your engineer? I'm like, well, he thinks to send the notes to you. And I just was worried that you guys were going to start, and I didn't know the exact start date, he said, he thought it would be first of the year, but, now I want to get past the day card, and, he's good, he's fine, he's like, yeah, fine. So, once they pass it, I'll tell engineers to send those notes on. To me, so, it's like I said, very deep, this same thing, and people we talk to, they're like, they're not going around very much, so.
Yeah. But it's good, it's good to have a word. But I mean, again, it does. It makes functional, we know that
I see it. You can see nothing in the studio, I just see my theory, I see a lot of bad, private projects go. Being on the side of the large studio, some of the companies come in and, take off and gone before you ever know, and those guys know, so we had a company do that, and we didn't know they went through it, until we found some fiber going through a bunch of media bits, and,
well, that's what I'm telling you, we've been here forever, right? I mean, the GPE and the glad and clear and the nothing on the road. And so, we know that the paint, I know you mentioned that you can just get it really done. It's up to you, you ever run it, even more, I mean, it could be, you're 4 months down the road, and you find a So, and where you are, where we are buried, out of this type. And efficiency is really for the ratios, but if that's where the taps are, not the water, it's really, we can shower that. So, you can lock that up, get away from the into
you do some separation. I haven't seen the notes either, on the notes yet, but, well, I haven't done anything yet. That's it.
And typically on our field, say 48 months and then can't work with you. Where do you really know? And where would be on? And one of the things we do with the customer as well is, we can't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Great, but please go around and, contacting everyone and point to links to me, get back with me, and figure it out. Then we own it to, the, we will have contact. And we also leave that for, that to, you all, and you all, we appreciate it.
Or, I think our first thought was, somebody went in with a very legal all of that.
Part of our new road.
Well, unfortunately, these companies that are mainly adopted that, they don't have the agreements and, finish on it. So they vary everything.
Yeah.
And
There's
they
forward road. Yeah. Yeah.
go into it.
So you don't even know it, you're not, it's small, if you're not paying attention to buy all the time. You're all the time, you know?
We had, anticipated either consulting or that, but we have, you're asking them to pursue the, combination of the, sorry,
Well, Turkey.
AOP lab.
Oh.
Who wants to come and take pictures, so I think those are person that for them and then you know, expertise to that, so who wants to come, don't be when they find out and you can get pictures.
Well, I think I got to, and he said, trying to survive.
We kind of got after him about that, because, the longer it goes, you were up, Kathy and I, Rex Patton were up in the, usually when they get advice up there, that they still is up there, where the meeting one of the skeleton. And,
No, the Hoffman's still up there too.
you
The
know,
Hoffman's still up there too. I think,
Hoffman and a school.
there's
Yeah.
two skeletons.
Skeleton in the car?
Yes.
Skeleton.
So,
Yeah, one skeleton's real one off.
but, on that day, on our project for 26, we actually have, or, we would be, publishing a bid, so that people can bid on that, and then we'll open the bid.
Well, he wants to see if we can get a grant too. We
Yeah,
can't do it without a grant.
The street project,
Oh,
is only going to, so they're gonna, look at the check and we took a big,
Really
they'll
one.
open the bids February 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And, then we'll move on from there, so have,
And this is for what?
this is for the village, city.
Oh.
Or next one,
And then, on the east, first street, there is behind the village fence. And then you're coming, I'll take it out there. Yeah.
Catherine, so you were talking to somebody that was looking about maybe to buy some of that stuff that they want to
Yeah, if
know.
anybody, if anyone wants anything, they can move.
So you'll see, our part, that we need to fill in with a consulting that's going to, plans is going to be, just do
Yeah.
that. We have a couple more things, one of them is.
And did you hear that about, it's February 4th, we're having a bid opening. It's that, 11 a.m.
And the duties for compensation of new and two, water and sewer commission. 2023-2025. All right, the bottom one is the fee.
Yeah, it's a door, that's it.
That's like, I think we did that. Without provision, within the, all other assigned, the side.
You know, working in factories and business for 50 years, that is everybody. Well,
It's in my contract in the military.
you know, you didn't really see that back then. So,
I've already sent it to Neil. I emailed, he said it.
we've had the political, our old contract then, the town was running out this year. And so, we don't have to do this anymore.
No, no,
Yeah, it's just a 3-year contract.
I'll make a motion, we approve this contract.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
If I just stopped in town and he wasn't going nowhere.
This is exciting, possibility of getting,
The lodge,
Okay, that's done, that's done. It was, the next to last meeting, for one of our council members, if no one, if somebody don't, they don't decide to step down, then we can. I'm really not going. We don't,
More, you know, he's saying something about south side, it's good for the north side. I'm glad I'm on the north side.
issue, good things on.
Yes.
In the future, we thank you for your time. Well, I think it's,
It was next Saturday.
I think it's different from sitting over there to sitting here. Sometimes you look at family, but, usually this time when I didn't have a friend, I started driving around the front a lot, and, I had to. Most people in town just go to for that ride, and they had no idea what's on the next street.
Well, before I got on here, I just walked the town and
Yeah.
And she didn't know the road, now she knows.
Yeah. So it's not up to, we got, the, follow-up is still happening, I want to make sure everyone understands what, everything's done. Close out the business, anything can do.
then I know, it
Um,
was pending.
is there any,
Yeah,
Well, they were everything, that's done.
I got regular.
not going there. The process for finding deals for Clinton is not up to the town council. We, had some, input, but it falls more on the, someone who thinks that anyone, the person that are, police committee people, to select someone to take the place for him. As, when we first, that person will take it down. We recommend the board and,
Well, they live in this, and I don't.
I think that's all I have.
I really appreciate you and I now, I would say that I didn't have a lot of other things that I feel annoyed for them at this time.
I'll make a motion that we approve the water and wastewater claims for 12-1 for probate payment for $47,936.72.
That's second.
The town claims 12-1 for 12/24 for $31,732.99.
Something.
All fair say aye.
If you know, walk that.
I don't want to give them a copy of the ordinance until this is.
We sent her, we had to sign it off and they don't. We went to check, and the big number, and they got the paperwork to take that.
Perfect, there's gonna be that.
And it's not in there, and it's you have to cancel it. Yeah.
For your next one, maybe, give back.
One for you, one for you.
Was it the limit?
What they mean? Oh, it's down in the it's down, right about a year and a half, we finally got home health care. I can't believe it, so I just wonders if come on, quite a bit.
Yes, and they would like to know. This was even, it was awesome, this was. Oh, you're so lucky.
We cannot, we're still in getting our granddaughter tested for autism. And that's been, it was going to be in October, and we're going to do it January. That's what that's one of the application.
On that, you know?
The thing get tested and when the thing gets diagnosis, then we can provide the kind of treatment that is.
Yes.
And then, right now, our industry, so we can help find our thing. And he's really, like, that's going to do it. Yeah, he's so,
I hate to be a big
been all night, so it's gonna be really, so I think we'll do. And I think we're not gonna take it.
That you have.
Give it to the,